Hello, this is Sarah Hope with Vertical Identity, here to give you a quick demo of our online secure portal for entering background checks. At Vertical Identity, we perform pre-employment screening for employers and government agencies. Although we do have some packages for you to choose from on our website, we prefer to custom build a package to fit your company's unique needs. Our portal is web-based and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can find us at verticalidentity.com. Our clients can access the portal one of two ways: by clicking on the client login page on the top right-hand corner, or through a custom URL that is created just for your company. Once you click on login, you will be prompted for your user ID and password. Remember, your login and password is unique to each person and should not be shared within the company. Now that you are logged in, you will see your home page or company dashboard. This is the page where you will spend most of your time on. Here you can enter a new order, view and search recent received reports, and view and search recently submitted reports, among other reporting options that we will discuss later. Access is customized according to your company's needs, so that you can have one person entering the data for the background checks and another receiving the background checks. We can also set up departments, locations, states, each within parent-child relationships. It's all customizable and data is retained indefinitely. Once you click New Order from the dashboard, you are taken to the screen that allows you to select the type of background check that you need. Here, you can designate where the signed consent form is, enter a PO number if you have one, and any other internal identification that you may require. None of these fields are required on our end. These are simply for your internal process and tracking. On the bottom half of the screen is where your custom background check packages for your company appear. You may have as many packages as you need. You can also have a la carte options, which allows you to have the flexibility to order a drug test for a random or a driving record several times a year for your drivers. As mentioned earlier, the packages are custom to your company and can be changed anytime at the company's discretion. Once you select your background check package, it's time to enter the identifying information about your applicant. All the fields in red are required fields. Here you enter first and last name, any AKAs or also known as, including any maiden names. It is also very important that you enter either a middle name or at least a middle initial, although not required. It helps us narrow down the results, especially when we have common names such as John Smith. Social Security numbers and dates of birth are also required. If you need a motor vehicle report, you need to enter their driver's license number and issuing state here. If you are ordering a drug test, then we need the applicant's phone number and email address so that we can send them their passport for where to go get tested. This can be a location close to your office or a location close to their residence. It's up to you and how your account is set up. This is our final step of the applicant data entry process. Here you will see that your applicant now has their own unique applicant ID. Here you verify the data that you entered in the prior screen. By verifying the main identifying factors for your applicant, such as Social Security number, date of birth, email, etc. If you need to update any data, you can do so at this time. Here's also where you accept your terms and conditions. Your terms and conditions basically state that you have a signed consent form from the applicant, that the applicant knows you are having their background investigated, that the applicant is entitled to a copy of the report, and that the report will be used according to FCRA regulation. And last, that you are taking proper security measures to protect the applicant information. Once you hit I agree, the delete order button will turn into submit order, and you can submit your order for processing. Finally, this is your confirmation page. Your order is now complete. Here is where you can see each entered report, sort by client ID, department, recruiter, applicant ID, applicant name, or order status. At this point, once you hit submit, your order is sent over to our processing queue for investigation. This is also the time that I like to remind clients to enter background checks throughout the day for fastest turnaround times instead of waiting until the end of the day. Contrary to popular belief, there is no giant secret database that we can access that gives us all the answers. Our searches are completed by investigators that diligently process each investigation according to your specifications. Last, I wanted to share with you resources available to you from our website. Here you can find your consent form, which you will need to have each applicant sign before you request a background check in the system. Having a signed consent form protects you and us. This is also part of your responsibility as an employer and part of the agreement with us, and this ensures we are both FCRA compliant. The second important form is the FCRA Summary of Rights, which you must give to each applicant at the same time that they sign the consent form. This form is for them to keep. Rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act include that the applicant must be told if information in their file has been used against them, that the applicant has the right to know what is in their file, that the applicant has the right to dispute inaccurate information, and that the applicant has the right to seek damages for violations of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. This brings up a very confusing topic in the background screening process. What happens when you decide not to hire someone based on information that was contained in their background report? This is where we come in and walk you through the pre-adverse action and adverse action notifications for your applicant, which is a required and often overlooked step in the process, but is critically important. And that's it. Very simple. What's not so simple is what happens after you enter your request in. That is where the process starts for us. Thank you for watching our mini demo of our system. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to call us anytime at 602-899-1606.